Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorns right now because two of the best teams in the game just had a war. And I'm going to show you guys how well I did in that war, okay? So I was in that war and I'm going to show you guys how I did my attacks and how the whole war went and who won, of course. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, notifications on. Anyways, let's go on and get started. So ladies and gentlemen, this was the most recent war. So we lost our war. We had 513 coins at the end. They had 527. So it was a pretty close war. They gained 248 trophies. We lost 248. And here were the battle rules. We had a dragon book. We had families and also light elements. Honestly, I didn't really like the restrictions as much, but it was better than the previous one that we had. So, you know, the one that we tied last season. But yeah, this time it was slightly better. So yeah, these restrictions weren't that bad, but it could have been better. So here's the thing. Let me go ahead and show you guys the details. All right. So total attacks, both teams use 180 attacks, which is the maximum you could use. So everybody used their attacks. We won 178. They won 178. We lost 2 attacks. They lost 2 attacks and there were 0 attacks remaining. Now here is where it all went down. So best attacks, 163 war coins on our side. They had 171. So yeah, they were up there, you know, with the 3 war coins. They got the most. 2 war coins, we got the most 2 war coins. They got 7. So we had 15, they had 7. And then 1 war coin, our side, it was just 3. Their side 0, so good for them. Attack stats, average war coins was basically 3. And so the most defending victories, one of them was Gleno from our team. Their team was Fluffy Rebel. That was their top base. So I'm not going to show you guys the war events, okay? Not going to show you guys the war events because I don't want to embarrass anybody or anything like that. And also it'll just show what monsters I used. So I'm going to be showing you guys the monsters I used later on in this video, so I don't want to spoil anything. But let me just spoil one thing. So I scored 18 coins and I had 0 out of 6 successful defenses. Not so good, unfortunately, on that part, but I scored 18 coins and used all my attacks. And I was one of the first few to finish because I had to make some strat fits for the rest of my teammates. But yeah, I scored 18 and yeah, I already showed you guys the war stats. So let's go ahead and get into the war attacks, how I actually did them. Alright guys, my first attack was their second base Clockhawk, and Clockhawk was running a Mojodrag with full speed and mud body. So I'm guessing his play was to take in that first turn and basically the AI would apply the damage section because there was no Spectra this war, so she can't pierce through that damage section and basically do her job. But I mean, there was dragons, so all you had to do was just make your dragon slower, and that's something I did. I'll go ahead and show you guys in just a second. Full team speed on Hammergrum with Spiteful, not Soul Drag, but Spiteful. And there were some nice relics. I mean, you got some nice relics, Clockhawk, if you're watching this. You got Laser Beam Sword and of course Wingsuit Sword with your Blimiria, and you had the Spilling Fist on it. 1 team speed, 1 strength, and 1 speed. I feel like a skill mirror talent would have been better on your Blimiria, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, so I went ahead and entered it, and I'm gonna show you guys the runes and everything. So I was running the dragon with 2 speed and 1 team speed. I made the dragon slow on purpose, okay? Keep that in mind. So then here I had full team speed on my Cryo Crawler. I was just running Cryo Crawler just for that team speed support, you know, and also Spirit Battery. And also another reason why, well, actually, never mind. That doesn't actually apply to this battle. Anyways, so I let Mojodrag take in the first turn and do whatever he wanted to. So Glacial Waves, you know, the AoE freeze. That was actually one of the reasons why I was running Cryo Crawler, just so that all the attacks that Mojodrag does, if he ends up attacking and not applying the damage section and shield, if he ends up attacking and does the AoE freeze, I have a Megaton on my side. It will basically go towards that and I won't be frozen on the other 2 monsters, if that makes sense. But here I went ahead and used Ignorance's Bliss and basically AoE froze them. That was one use of the Mud Body. And then right here I wanted to apply the double damage, so I used Pedal Side. Another Mud Body just kicked in 100k damage there. Hammergun was pretty weak. So here I think I went to my Megaton, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Megaton was I just wanted to go with a safer play. So I did that instead of attacking. Because remember, there was still one more use of Mud Body. So I went ahead and, you know, trade disable, did the damage there. And then here I wanted to get rid of Blimiria. So I got rid of Blimiria just like that. Spiteful kicked in 60k, and then on top of that another 60k heal because of my Spirit Battery. So Spirit Battery was a huge help as well, so that's why I ran it over any other talent that I had. So Spirit Battery kicked in again, And here I just wanted to continue dealing damage as much as possible, so I went ahead and took it down, and that messed up the turn orders. So then Dragon went in second turn right after, and I hit him with Forgotten just like that. So Spirit Battery kicked in again, and it healed me, although I didn't really need the heal, but I ended up 3-coining that base. Alright, so this was my third attack. They're not in order, okay? Just wanted to let you guys know my attacks were not in order, but this was my third attack. That's why it says 4 out of 6 attacks remaining. Anyways, it was base 17, and this was the base I dropped a coin to last war when we faced Hounds of Justice, where we tied, but this time I wanted to make sure I don't drop any coins. So I went ahead and ran a the enemy was running a full speed dragon with absolute 0, hammered gun full team speed with soul drag, and then 2 team speed and 1 strength with haunting assault on Panion, many obsidian relics. So yeah, but anyways, it wasn't really that difficult to beat it. So here is what I actually did. I ran full speed dragon, right here, full speed dragon, ignorance bliss skill, and absolute 0, and I had my rune guardian activated as well for this battle, of course, and for the whole war actually. I didn't have any runes before on my hammer gun, but just for this single battle I wanted to give it triple team speed with mutated with life, of course. So I was using hammer gun just for that, and since it's a rank 1, I wanted to give him spirit battery, and that was basically the play, giving him spirit battery so that he can actually help me counter soul drag that is on hammer gun, the enemy's hammer gun, later on in this battle. And then my Blamiri here had unrelenting assault with laser beam sword and wingsuit sword, helping me with my power. Okay, so went ahead and started the battle here. So as you guys can see, I was faster thanks to the Rune Guardian, and battle started. I took in the first turn, ignorance is bliss. And here's the thing, okay, this battle, I could have made it 100% safer instead of it being 90% safe. I could have ranked up my Hammergrum to rank 3. I'm not sure if I had the Ludum, I should have checked, but rank 1 Hammergrum is fine. It's just that I could have made it 100% safer if I had a rank 3 hammer. But I wanted to record it as soon as possible because my teammates were raiding. I had to crack some bases, so I went ahead and used my 110 hammer drum, and that's why I didn't start off with Megataunt. Basically all that torture from the enemy's dragon, right, the status caster tortures, it went from to basically all 3 of my monsters rather than just going to hammer drum, if that makes sense, since it didn't have Megataunt. So here's the thing, you're probably wondering, ignorance is bliss, what if like the enemy has immune to freeze, right? Well, it does, but it's a status caster, it's not a trait. Okay, it is not a trait. I'm talking about Panion, by the way. So it will cleanse that too. So remove positive status effect and mega freeze them all, just like that. And I ended up getting one of the worst tortures, I guess you could say. Curse. Look at that. My dragon had curse. So that was very, very annoying, but that's whatever. So here my Blimir got a turn. I wanted to start off with the triple damage, and that's I think what I did as well. So Petal Sight, getting that triple damage, and there aren't any Ant Speeder monsters stopping me, you know. So I got the extra turn. Here's where many players might have made a mistake if they were in this position. So what would you take down here when you have the turn? Look at the turn orders on top, by the way. That's just a hint. So what I did was I took down the dragon. Alright, you want to take down the dragon because look at the turn orders. So dragon can come back, right? And I went ahead and got rid of him. Panion's turn. Panion is mega frozen. Here I went ahead and used an extra turn with my dragon to deal some damage. I know it's weak, but it still deals some damage. And I did have that curse, which kind of worried me. But there we go. I got the extra turn. And then here, instead of going with my AoE trade disable, I went with the single target torture that deals damage and applies a random torture, right? Which was a dot here in this case. And it applied nightmares. So nightmare went ahead and took him down, and I went ahead and healed. So here I just went ahead and attacked, I'm pretty sure. I think I did Rays of Hope. Yeah, which applies a sunburn. So I wanted to apply some type of dot there. Soul Drag kicked in, Spirit Battery kicked in, and healed me by 1000 HP. And yeah, so that's why my Hammergrum, later on you'll see, it shows that his life is like this much. Okay, so went ahead and just continued attacking, doing everything I can, and got rid of him. Spirit Battery kicked in again. So I basically survived with 2k HP, but look at that. Look at that little life on the hammer gun. So my next attack was base 11, their lead. So Valley was running a full speed dragon with absolute 0, full team speed hammer with soul drag, and then 1 team life with speed mutated, 1 team speed with life mutated, and strength with life. And it had no talent on Blamiria, so which made it a lot easier. So I'm guessing she forgot to equip that talent. But it's kind of similar to the previous base that I beat. So here is what I was running. So I went with my dragon full speed with, you know, absolute 0 taken in the first turn. AoE mega freezing, Equiliria, you know, full team speed. The reason why I needed Equiliria was just because it could hold a talent, so that's why I used it. I could have used my hammer grum, of course, but why not Equiliria, whatever. And then of course my attacker on the side with Haunting Assault. I think I had 2 team speed and 1 strength on my attacker. Yep, I did. So my Blamiria was running 1 strength and 2 team speed. So I took in the first turn right here when the battle started, and I went ahead and AoE mega froze them just like that. So they're all frozen, and now this helps me. So what I did was I went ahead and started off with Petal Sight. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Petal Sight was a play here just so that I can gain that double damage plus on top of that extra turn. And enemy Blamiria can't really do much. I mean, if I had a skill mirror as one of the talents, sure, I could have went ahead and taken care of him, you know, or came up with it like a different play, I guess you could say, but I didn't. I didn't have any talent, so it made it a lot easier. Went ahead and AoE trade disable them just for the damage. Equiliria, I didn't know what to do in here because once again Equiliria was just there to hold the spirit battery and the team speed, so I went ahead and applied the light weakness, helping out Blamiria later on, you know, since it's a aligned attacker. So here I wanted to apply an extra torture to the enemy's dragon so that it could end up dying to that torture instead of it mega freezing me, you know. So I didn't want him to mega freeze me, and I thought about that already. So here I went ahead and just eliminated him again for the second time, and no more revivals. So here I just had to get rid of the last monster, which was of course Hammergum, which was holding a spirit battery, or not spirit battery, sorry, soul drag, and I'm the one that's running spirit battery. So here I just wanted to do whatever, honestly, get rid of him. Soul drag kicked in, spirit battery, and I survived. And of course another 3 coins. Look at my dragon's HP. That was my dragon's HP after beating that soul drag. Alright, so this next attack is pretty straightforward. Number 19, Monster Master. It had dragon with full speed, absolute 0, 2 team speed with 1 speed on Crawler with some stamina drain traps. Yep. Don't worry, I came up with a play. And then 2 strength with 1 speed with Haunting Assault on Master Rat. So here is what I did in order to 3-coin this. So triple speed on my dragon, right, with Ignorance is Bliss, of course, absolute 0 once again. And I had my Equiliria on the side with 2 team speed with 1 team life. Team life just for fun because the enemy's base was actually pretty slow. So I just wanted to give in some runes here and there just for fun. And then here, take a look at this. On my Blamiria, I went ahead and ran Pain Distiller, right? So Pain Distiller was being used there. And on top of that, look at these runes. I went with that stamina with speed and strength with stamina, just in case if, you know, the enemy's Crawler removes a lot of stamina from my Blamiria, and I just wanted to be 100% safe, so that's why I went with those instead of mutated with life. Okay, so here I just went ahead and swapped the sword, and here we go. Battle started. Let's go. Come on, start the battle. Just checking speed. So yeah, him running the 2 strength with 1 speed on Rat actually gave me advantage. It was just like the base was a lot slower, so I was able to, you know, just go with whatever rune I wanted to go with. Here I started off with Petal Sight, Wings to Sword kicked in, Laser Beam Sword. And then I did get my ultimate, but I didn't want to use it because remember, I'm the one that makes like strat videos for the team. And like normally when I get ultimates and stuff, I don't really use it unless I really have to. But yeah, I just don't want to do it because some might think that, oh, he got his ultimate, that's why he went ahead and used it right away and he got his 3 coins. So that's why I wanted to just use my other skills that I had. Anyways, that is how I 3 coins at that base. So this next attack is also pretty straightforward, but I'm gonna go on and explain some things that I went with and why I basically ran those. So enemy was running 150 dragon with absolute 0 full speed, triple team speed on Shelly, and then 2 team speed with 1 strength on Panion. And I think that was chaotic wish that he was running. I'm not sure. But anyways, so here is what I did. I went with full speed on my dragon with the relics absolute 0 once again. So here I wanted to use Shelly, and here is why I ran Shelly. Okay, you guys could see the runes and relics that I went with on here on Blamiria, but let me explain why I actually went with that Shelly there. It was because of the enemy's dragon. You know how when you start the battle, it applies that status caster, 3 random status caster. I wanted it to go towards my Shelly instead of it going towards my other 2 monsters such as Dragon and Blamiria, okay? Because I'm running Unrelenting Assault on Blamiria, and I don't want Blamiria to end up getting, for example, Shock as one of the tortures, because I'm running Unrelenting Assault, so that'll basically prevent me from using my extra turns. So just wanted to be 100% safe, and I went ahead and ran Shelly on the side. So all the tortures went towards Shelly. So Ignis and Bliss, just like that, AoE Mega froze them all. And then here, I was free to do whatever I want. So I started off with Petal Sight, I'm pretty sure. So I went ahead and done that. Petal Sight, gain an extra turn, and double damage on top of that. So here with the double damage, I felt unstoppable. I went ahead and used Global Warming. That gave me another extra turn. And then here, I only had single target, so I wanted to take down the dragon because I don't want him to cause any more problems. Because remember, he is running that absolute 0 a talent, so I didn't want him to end up mega freezing me or something, just in case, you know, just to be safe. But there goes 3 coins. So my next attack was 15 Gorilla, and here is what I did in order to beat this player's base. By the way, the enemy's Blamiria was running a Soul Drag as one of the talents, so that's why I was running Equiliria on my side with full team speed and Spirit Battery. And just in case if anything goes wrong, Equiliria of course can resurrect. But anyways, I thought about the whole battle, throughout the whole battle, and it was 100% safe. So here, I wanted to get rid of the Wingsuit Sword. Wait, go back. Come on. Yep. Get rid of that Wingsuit Sword. Give in Cane Sword. The reason why I went with the Cane Sword is because if my Blamiria is the one that ends up, you know, eliminating the Soul Drag, where once I end up eliminating him first, let's say if I do it any early with, of course, Blamiria, and he ends up eating the whole Soul Drag, his life will be down to like, I don't know, 20,000 HP or something, because it's a rank 4 Equiliria. And if I end up hitting Crycrawler later on, since it's running a life rune and it has the most life in this battle, it has Rotten Strap, and I don't want that Rotten Strap to hit me and end up eliminating my Blamiria so I don't lose a coin. So I wanted to be 100% safe about this battle, and that's why I went with that Cane Sword, just so that I can heal a little more. So anyways, I checked the speed, we're good. You know, my dragon was slightly faster thanks to Rune Guardian once again. But anyways, it started. Here I went ahead and removed Hazard status effects, Mega froze them all, just like that. So you were frozen for 1 turn. Pain Distiller kicked in. That's why I went Pain Distiller and not Unrelenting Assault or anything like that. Rotten Strap kicked in, removed some stamina. I healed a little bit, of course. You went ahead and used your Taunt skill, or Shield skill, sorry. And here, I think I went with my AoE Trade Disable if I'm not mistaken, because you have Taunt and I didn't want to actually I did end up triggering it, just so that Rotten Strap that I was running could kick in and deal some damage, and on top of that, that Mega Freeze effect, it deals like 1 or 2,000 damage, and I wanted to do that. Okay, so all that summed up, and looks like next turn with my AoE Trade Disable I ended up eliminating. So here, even if the dragon ended up AoE Mega Freezing me, I would have been fine. My monster would have died, right, Dragon? But Dragon can come back, because remember, right here, once Soul Drag actually kicked in and eliminated my dragon, it really didn't eliminate. It took down all its HP, health point, but Spirit Battery kicked in and helped them survive. It wasn't the SN, okay? So yeah, Mega Froze, and then I regenerated some stamina. Here, I just went ahead and attacked them, eliminated them all, and that's how I secured 3 coins against this player's base. So that was all for my attacks. Alright, you guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Legends Team Wars video. I hope you guys ended up enjoying, and I hope you learned something new. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. And all I've got to say about the war is GG's, okay? It was a fun war. I enjoyed participating, although it was the first war of the season. I was actually not expecting us to face Hounds right away, because literally during a race, and we had to like multitask, you know, race and also war. So it was stressful for both teams. But anyways, GG's to both teams, of course, especially to Hounds. You guys did great. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.